Welcome to Faith and Freedom. For the next few minutes, we hope to inform, inspire, and encourage you as we discuss the legal victories and challenges to your fundamental freedoms and religious liberties. Faith and Freedom comes to you from Liberty Counsel, a civil liberties, education, and legal defense organization. Join us now as Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel, explains the latest legal issues all across this country. In the courtrooms of America, Liberty Counsel is winning the battle for your constitutional freedoms.
Public school pulls patriotic song at graduation, but Justin Bieber's Baby is okay. Good day to you. Steve Crampton here once again with Harry Mehet joining you for this week's version of Faith and Freedom. Harry, we're talking now about end-of-the-year graduation ceremony, but it is for kindergartners at a school in Coney Island. But the principal decided that Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA just ought not to be performed. It's just a little too much for the poor, innocent minds of these kindergartners.
That's right, Steve. These little kindergartners had been practicing this song for weeks to play at their graduation. They were looking forward to it. They memorized all the lines, and they were just going to have a great show until the principal walked in on one of the rehearsals and heard them sing God Bless the USA. Yeah. Oh, the shock and the horror. He told them, you've got to stop this, or she. Yeah. And they basically what she says is, we don't want to offend other cultures with that kind of an exclusivist and intolerant message.
I mean, it causes me to shudder to think about the offensiveness of American school children, many of whom, interestingly enough, at this school are themselves immigrants or children of immigrants. We're talking Pakistan, Mexico, Ecuador, and the parents, in fact, love the song. You know, they've performed it in past years for, I believe it was fifth graders. It received standing ovation. You know, it was the crowd pleaser. It was the culmination of the entire ceremony. And yet here the principal says, not today.
That's right. You know, this song also has a special meaning for all Americans, but particularly for those in the New York region, because after the 9/11 attacks, this song served as a rallying cry to help build morale in that area and for all Americans.
I know it's hard for you to go back, Harry, but you were born in Romania. When you were in Romania, would this song offend you if they played it for an American public school group?
No, well, they wouldn't play it for us because we were in communist Romania, so they had special rules themselves about acknowledging God in the public square, of which this particular incident is quite reminiscent. But strictly as a matter of course, no, there is no cause for offense for us as Americans to celebrate our heritage and our tradition and to acknowledge the God that has so blessed this country.
And that's the thing, you know, the whole idea of patriotism is really a thing of the past in America, isn't it? I mean, it's as if the unwritten rule in public schools generally, I know there are exceptions, is you've got to learn to apologize for your heritage. What we're here to do is celebrate every other culture, every other nation, but not America. And this song unapologetically celebrates America and Americanism, doesn't it?
That's right, Stephen. And you know, the sad state of affairs is that this particular incident, as shocking as it is not an isolated incident. Right. We see this kind of intolerance towards any mention of God in the public square all over the place today. And we at Liberty Counsel represent many clients who have had to deal with this kind of intolerance. Kids in schools who have been prohibited from handing out candy canes at Christmas with a Merry Christmas message on them. One particular young fellow we represented in Santa Rosa County, Florida, his name was Chaz Riley. He wanted to address his high school colleagues at a graduation ceremony, and he simply wanted to end his speech with "Good luck and God bless."
Did you say God?
Courtesy of the ACLU, he was censored and told that he could not say God bless at graduation. Never mind the fact that the President of the United States seems to always end every one of his speeches with that phrase. It was too controversial in Santa Rosa County to the ACLU and to the people that ran the school board there.
It really is laughable, but this is the kind of material we deal with basically on a daily basis. And then consider, how preposterous is this? The principal says the lyrics are not age appropriate because, there is mention, if tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today. I guess the idea that maybe everything may not be forever on this earth, which I think is a basic fundamental truth anyway, was too much for the fifth graders. But what did she choose to replace it with? Well, Justin Bieber's song about teen romance, Baby, which includes lyrics like this: "Are we an item? Girl, quit playing." I mean, how's that for 5-year-olds, kindergartners? Is that absurd, or
it really
can you make this stuff up?
Yeah, it really is absurd, Stephen. And I think we ought to send this principal's memo to every parent out there who's having their kindergarten-age children pray the "Now I lay me down to sleep" prayer at night, because it's so harmful to the children to contemplate the fact that life itself is fleeting, and we've got to make the most of it while we're here on this earth.
Right. I mean, really, it's just ludicrous, isn't it? Now, here's some good news for you. There was a fourth grade class in Massachusetts just last month. I think it was the very same song even, was also censored. Parents rose up in mass and complained, protested, reached out, I hope in a godly way, and succeeded in having that decision reversed. So I would encourage those who have contacts anywhere close to this school, or maybe there's something similar going on in your locale, take heart. I mean, we still are, in many respects, of the people, for the people, by the people in this country. And folks do listen, albeit sometimes reluctantly. But when parents, when community members will stand up, will speak out, take back America, as it were, oftentimes we can see incredibly positive results.
That's right, Stephen. The bottom line is this kind of religious bigotry and intolerance that this particular principal
you sing it, buddy.
Has displayed here simply cannot stand. Folks, we cannot be at the point and place in this country where uttering the words "God bless the USA" becomes taboo or, God forbid, even illegal. We have got to stand up and to assert our rights as Americans, as freedom-loving, as God-loving Americans, to continue to proclaim the name of God in the public square. Right. We're no longer talking about reading the Bible or preaching or doing those kinds of things in the schools here. We're talking about saying, "God bless the USA," for crying out loud.
For crying out loud. Pray for this principal as well. Her name is Greta Hawkins. She's a black woman who is a Jehovah's Witness. And apparently she does not stand even for the Pledge of Allegiance. Their religion does not recognize the right to salute and so forth. But she actually has been reprimanded, apparently, a couple of years ago. She apparently has a chip on her shoulder about racism and so on. We're on a Christian program. I don't want to take anything personal away from her. But frankly, I think she is deceived in her own mind about what the true religion is, and is, in fact, offending and violating, I believe, the rights of these school kids, and certainly the consciences of the parents in her school district. And, there's hope for her, just as there is for everyone else that's steeped in darkness right now.
That's right, Stephen. And, while we would pray for her and hope that eventually she would come to see the light, let's remember what this issue really is about. And that's not anyone trying to impose their beliefs on her or to try to make her believe a certain way. But this is simply allowing children to express patriotic feelings, to celebrate what makes this country so rich and so blessed, which is the belief in God and the way that He has blessed this country.
I can't help but think every other nation in America, including Romania when you were there, they want people to take pride in their own nation. That's what it's about. We are all in some nation or other. Look, we want to make available to you today Faith and Freedom, a book by our founder and chairman, Matt Staver, sets forth in very clear form your own rights, what are the limits of what public school teachers and principals can and can't do, and so forth. Contact us, please. We love to hear from you. We want to hear from you. www.lc.org, a wealth of other information available right there free of charge on our website. Or call us, 1-800-671-1776. 1776. It was the year of our founding. We need to pray for America. We need to pray for folks like this principal and the parents in Coney Island. And pray for us as we continue to stand for America, for freedom and faith. Thanks for joining us. God bless you.
You have been listening to Matt Staver of Liberty Counsel. We hope that we have motivated you to stand up for your faith, family, and freedoms. We can accomplish a lot when we work together. Get informed and get involved today. Sign up for our free monthly newsletter, The Liberator. We will send it out to you free of charge. Stay informed with our Liberty Alert email updates. Just click on the website at www.lc.org or call us at 1-800-671-1776. Tune in next time to learn more about your rights right here on Faith and Freedom.